So I'm going to be talking about eliminating self-doubt because it's very important, especially when you're in the beginning stages as an entrepreneur. You want to be able to control the doubt that might set in and what have you, because you got to understand you are trying to build a business, you are trying to build a brand, or you're trying to create services so people can use and what have you. So you want to be able to control the self-doubt that might seek in along the way, along the process and what have you, because it's very important to understand it's going to take time for you to see the results of the progress of what you have created and what have you, right? So once you understand that as an entrepreneur, it will be able to help you eliminate some of the self-doubt that might seek in, because you are seeking to see the results and progress and get a couple wins under your belt. But other than that, we're going to tap into episode number 28 of the Invest Brand Podshow. Yup. Grand rising to all my investors and stuff out there, man. Thank y'all for tapping in with me on another Invest Brand Pod show for this Monday, man. This is officially episode number 28. 28. I can't believe it, guys, man. Already 28 episodes into the Invest Brand Pod show. It's officially season number 2, man. This has been great so far. Thank y'all for supporting. Thank y'all for tapping in with me on every Monday, what have you. But today topic we're going to be talking about, guys, is eliminating self-doubt, because it's very important, especially when you're in the beginning stages of being an entrepreneur, building your business, building your brand, creating services, what have you. It's very important that you take control of self-doubt and what have you. But before I tap into the segment for today, for the topic for today, y'all know what it is, man. If you are watching this playback of the Invest Brand Pod show on our Invest Brand YouTube channel, what have you, make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit on the notification bell so you can be notified when a new episode drop. And also, make sure you hit that like button so the algorithm know this is a real show, guys. And also, if you listen to this playback on Spotify, make sure you hit the follow button. Hit the follow button so you can be notified when a new episode drops on Spotify. Very, very important. And once again, guys, investbrand.com will be back up pretty soon. Like I said before, working on new things, new product. What have you, man, getting ready for the launch, the relaunch and what have you. Just trying to hit the new year hard, springtime, summertime and what have you. So we come in with some new stuff, some new great stuff. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So it's very important that you subscribe to the show so you can be notified, so you can be abreast of anything that goes on with the Invest Brand Pod show until the main site gets back up again and what have you. Other than that, man, before I jump into the topic, you know what I'm got to do. I got to take a quick commercial break. I'll be right back with the segment, Quote Me on That, where I read you a quote and I explain to you what I mean by the quote. But other than that, guys, man, tap back in with me, man. Yep. Welcome back to the Invest Brand Pod show, guys. Thank y'all for tapping back in with me on today. Like I said, today's segment we're going to be talking about is eliminating self-doubt. But before I jump into the topic, you know what time it is, man. It's that time for that segment, Quote Me on That, where I read you a quote and I explain to you what the quote means. So, guys, for all my entrepreneurs out there, people out there pursuing goals, what have you, people betting on yourself, here go the quote for today for you guys. Today's quote is, always love yourself first and everything after that is just extra. Let me read the quote one more time just in case you didn't hear understand it, what have you. The quote is, always love yourself first and everything after that is just extra. And what the quote means is, when you love yourself first, right, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day who love you after that. Because anything else after you loving yourself first is just going to be extra, right? So it's nothing wrong with having other people loving you. You know, your family member, your friends, and what have you, people that you met along the way, and what have you. There's nothing wrong with people loving you, loving the person that you are, and what have you. But you must understand, you don't want that to be be all to end all to be all, and what have you. Because if you don't love yourself first, and people stop loving the person that you are, or who you are, and what have you, right? Guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to end up having low self-esteem. You're not going to like the person who you are, and what have you, right? That's why it's always important to love yourself first before anybody. When you love yourself first, everything else is just going to be extra. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if people stop loving the person that you are, who you are, what have you. Because what's going to happen is you're going to always love yourself first, and you're going to always love the person that you are, the person that you became, and no one gonna be able to take that away from you. So that's basically what the quote means, man. Always love yourself first, man. Love the person that you are, and everything else after that is just extra. But other than that segment, quote me on that. Before I jump into the topic, I'm going to implement a new segment starting today. It's called Entrepreneur News, where I take a random just news from what's going on in the field of entrepreneurship, or just something that goes along with the field of entrepreneurship for entrepreneurs that can possibly help you, or give you a example of someone as an entrepreneur that's succeeding, that's just started, what have you, who haven't really been in the field of entrepreneur for a long time, but they are getting consistent wins at what they are doing, or different type of little things going on with the field, within the field of entrepreneurship. But today, for the segment of Entrepreneur News, I'm going to give y'all 5 skills that I seen in this article that they said every entrepreneur needs to be able to succeed, and what have you. And these 5 things, I want to say, 5 skills, not 5 things, but 5 skills that entrepreneurs need to have to be able to succeed as an entrepreneur. And the first thing they have is financial skills, which we all know, everybody needs to have some type of financial skills, especially when you're in the field of, having your own business. You definitely want to have a set of skills when it comes to the financial side. You got to learn how to be able to budget your business accounts, budget your business finances, and what have you, right? You want to be able to do that, because you got to understand, if you cannot budget properly when it comes to your business, that can potentially hurt you in a way where it leads to you going out of business, right? Or you having unexpected bills come through that may send you into the red, and what have you. So it's good to budget, so you know what money that you have to be able to spend towards your business, because you got to understand, you always got to put back into your business. So if you don't have that type of skills to be able to keep a track of your finances and what have you, or what's going on with your finances, or balance your bills, balance your business finances, what have you, it's going to be it's going to be very long for you as an entrepreneur, or it's going to be short for you, because you're not going to stay in business long at all. And the second set of skills on this list that they have is communicational skills, which we already know. You definitely want to be able to be somewhat of a great, not a good, but somewhat, I want to say between good and great, good, great, what have you, of a communicator when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Because you got to understand, you got to, especially if you have a team, you got to be able to communicate to your team what you need done, daily tasks, and what have you. Definitely got to be able to communicate to your clients, or you got to communicate to your customers. You got to communicate to trying to get potential customers. You got to communicate to the people within your community. So it's a lot of things that you have to do for as communicating. Do your you putting out content. You got to be able to communicate well through your content, so people can understand of what's going on with your business. You're trying to get people to buy into your business and what have you. So you definitely want to be able to be a strong communicator at best. I'm gonna put it like that. A strong communicator at best. A strong, let me say one more time, a strong communicator at best. That's what you want to be. And the third thing they have on this list is leadership skills. You definitely want to have somewhat of leadership skills. It's very important that you have that, because you leading, especially if you have a business, you're going to have a team at some point. You want to be able to lead your team. You want to be able to have that type of leadership skill set, to whereas you can delegate stuff to people, you can push people in the right direction, especially when it comes to your business. You want to make sure you leading everybody in the right direction, because the people that you have on your team is going to help you build your business, continue to build your business, get things done for your business and what have you. So you definitely want to have some set of leadership skills, because the people that's on your team is only going to move the way the leader of the team moves. And that's very important to understand that. Depending on what type of leader you are, that's what your team going to be. So it's very important that you be a strong leader and have some type of leadership skills that's going to be successful and what have you. Number 4, where they have on this list, is time management. So it's very important to be able to manage time properly, because if you're an entrepreneur and you all over the place, you're not very organized, it's going to be some important things that you're going to leave off. It's going to be some important things that you didn't get done that needed to be done that day and what have you. It's going to be it's going to be an opportunity that you have, but since you was unorganized, you didn't have nothing in place, nothing organized and what have you. You ran out of time ran over and what have you. So it's very important that you pay attention to your time when it comes to time management. You want to definitely have some type of skills when it comes to managing time. And if you're not good at managing time, you want to hire somebody that's going to help you manage your time, keep you on track, keep your business where it needs to be at when it comes to you have to do things that's going to help your business and what have you. And number 5, the last thing on this list, is sales. And we all know what sales is. You definitely want to be able to sell whatever you have. And that's the thing about it, is a lot of entrepreneurs that have great ideas, great concepts, but the thing is they don't know how to sell it to people and what have you. So you definitely want to have some type of skill set when it comes to sales. Like I said, if you only possess, let me say, about 3 to 5, what have you, skills on this list and what have you. If you possess 2, what have you, 4, if you all of them or what have you. If the ones that you don't have the skills within this list, you can always learn it, or you always can hire somebody that's going to help you with that and what have you. So it's all up to you as an entrepreneur if you want to be able to enhance your skill set and what have you. So it's very important. But other than that, man, that is the segment for today of Entrepreneur News. So let's jump into the topic, guys. Like I said, today's topic we're going to be talking about is eliminating self-doubt. It's very important, man, to eliminate any type of self-doubt for yourself, especially when you're just starting off as an entrepreneur. You really want to set yourself up to be successful, especially staying motivated, staying encouraged, that you're going to be able to make this happen, right? Because you got to understand, when you're just starting off in ground zero as an entrepreneur, you really don't have anything put in place. You're still building your business. You might not even have your website ready, product ready, and what have you. So you're not going to see any type of results come in yet. And a lot of times entrepreneurs jump in the game and think this is like a microwave oven. You come up with something, you put it out there, then it's going to produce instant results like a microwave does and what have you. And it doesn't work like that. And when sometimes a lot of entrepreneurs don't see the instant gratification right away, they get discouraged. Self-doubt sets in because they want to see the early wins. And understand it's going to take time. And if you understand it's going to take time for you to see the results of the work that you put in, from the work that you put in, or to get some wins under your belt as an entrepreneur. And you got to understand it's going to take time. If you don't understand that, then it's going to be a lot of self-doubts. It's going to be a lot long nights, sleepless nights. You constantly going back and forth with yourself about quitting. You don't want to do this no more. Can you do this? And what have you, right? It's going to be a long, sleepless nights for you. If you don't understand, it's going to take time as an entrepreneur. And that's why it's very important that you eliminate any self-doubt as possible, because you want to stay motivated, not have any type of doubt. Not saying we all human. We all allow self-doubt to seek in at times, right? But what I'm saying is you want to alleviate it as much as possible from seeking in, right? So you want to be able to stay focused on continuing to being motivated, continue to being disciplined, continue to being consistent, focusing on things that's going to help you push you towards your goals and what have you. Like I read a while back, they said, I want to say, if I can remember, 85% of people thoughts are negative and what have you. So you don't want to be part of that 85% at all. You want to be part of the percent, whereas the percent that know that they can do this, they can get this done and what have you, right? You want to be on the other side of the coin, rather you've been on the coin on the other side where on the other side of the coin where everybody else is, that possess a lot of negative thoughts and what have you. So it's very important. So I have 5 things that will help you, that can help you. I'm not going to say will, that can help you. 5 things that can potentially help you with eliminating any self-doubt when it comes as you being an entrepreneur and what have you. So the first thing on the list is remember why you are in business. So it's very important to remember. You want to remember why you got into the field of entrepreneurship for. If it was a reason to be able to become financially secure, to be able to help your family out, to be able to help your friends out, to be able to provide jobs for people, opportunities for people, what have you. Always remember why you got into this field of entrepreneurship for, because it's very important to remember that, because that's going to help you stay focused. It's going to help you stay motivated into bringing your dreams or your goals into fruition of what you want to do far as being an entrepreneur. So always remember why you got into the business first. Remember that. Because when you remember why you got into it first, you always going to have something there to help keep you focused and disciplined, rather than allowing doubt to set in because you don't see the results right away that you have the work that you have put in already and what have you. So once you continue to remember why you got in business and you keep that there, it can be, if it's writing it down, hanging it on the wall, you know what I'm saying, keeping it in your phone where you can go and look at it as a reminder, or you want to set alarm every day to go off with the message of why you in business for, to keep you to keep you focused on why you doing this. It might be great ways of going about it to help you with alleviating any self-doubt to seek in, because now you have something of a daily reminder of why you are in this business or why you are in this field of entrepreneurship for. Number 2 on my list is think about the outcome of it all, right? Because it's very important. Like me, a lot of times, every day I think about the outcome of what Invest brand can be down the line in the future and what have you. I think about that, and that keeps me motivated, keeps me going. Like, man, if I can continue to do what I need to do, stay focused, continue to work on my product, continue to work on my message, continue to do what I need to do to make sure Invest brand grows. This is what it can be. This can be the outcome. It can be the outcome of people just gravitating towards my brand, people loving Invest brand, people investing in Invest brand, people providing opportunities for people and what have you. Just thinking about the outcome of what your business, your services, what it can provide in the future. What is the outcome of it. Just continue to think about the outcome. It will definitely help you as an entrepreneur, because the outcome could be something that's great. It can be a changing thing for somebody, in the future, right? It can be something that somebody can help their family with, provide for others, and what have you. So if you continue to stay focused on that and think about what the outcome can be, if you continue to stay consistent at building your brand, being consistent at working hard on your brand, on your business, your services, and what have you, this can be something that's phenomenal in the future. Something that it can be a game changer. So always think about the outcome, and it definitely will help you and give you a clear vision and image of what this possibly, how big this can be in the future and what have you. So number 3 is focus on what matters. So you want to focus on what matters, as an entrepreneur. These are things that can help, alleviate the self-doubt. Focus on what matters. What matters? Why are you doing this? What are you in the field of entrepreneurship for? Why do you want to get this brand started? Why do you really need this brand to be successful, or services, business, or what have you? What matters? What matters is your family. What matters of you helping your family, helping the people around you, helping your community. What matters? Helping others with their financial situation and what have you. What matters to you the most? What matters to why you want to build you a brand, build you a business, what have you? What matters? Why did you want to become an entrepreneur in the first place? What matters? That's going to be what's going to be very important to think about. What matters to you? That's going to keep you going as an entrepreneur, right? So that's very important. Number 4 is, this is a big one. Number 4 is stop comparing yourself to others, right? Number 4 on the list. That's very important, because a lot of times what we do as entrepreneurs, especially when you're starting out, you want to compare yourself to others that you see that's successful as an entrepreneur. When you own your social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and you strolling, and you might see other brands within the field of what you doing or what have you, and you see some of them that's successful, right? Then you start comparing yourself, but you fail to realize is you just started. They've been in this game for 5 to 6 years. They at the level where they at because they put in the hard work. You don't understand their journey of what they went through. You have your own journey. Everybody as an individual have their own journey. They went through their own. You don't know what they did to get to that level. You don't know what they had to go through to get to that level. So don't compare yourself to others. You at the beginning stage is as an entrepreneur, right? You are fresh in the game of entrepreneurship. So what you need to do is focus on your own journey. You build your own journey. Don't compare yourself to others, right? Because this is your journey. This is something that you can change the game. You might have an idea that no one else within the field that you're doing as an entrepreneur that is doing. You might have an idea that's a game changer, but you steady comparing yourself to others, it's not going to help you stay focused on what you need to do. Focus on your journey, right? And a lot of us as entrepreneurs, we do that. We compare ourselves to what others are doing, and we don't understand what that other brand might have had the owner of that business, that brand and services. You don't know what they had to go through to get where they at. You don't know what they did to get to where they at, with the level they at in the field of entrepreneurship. Just focus on yourself. Focus on your own journey. Everybody's journey is different. So don't compare yourself to others, because understand at the end of the day, everybody have their own work ethic. Everybody have their own drive, their motivation, and what have you. So don't compare yourself to others whatsoever, man. Always stay focused on yourself, because understand, at the end of the day, it don't matter how long a person been in the game. It doesn't mean you can never get to that level. You can get to that level and get past them at any point. And number 5 on last on the list is very important. This is a big one. Very important is appreciate yourself. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate who you are at the end of the day. Appreciate yourself as an entrepreneur. And a lot of times we don't appreciate ourselves because we let doubt set in. We start doubting ourselves, doubting our skill set, doubting our intelligence, doubting our skill level, doubting our talent. We start doubting ourselves, and then we stop appreciating ourselves, appreciating who you are and what have you, right? Because if you don't appreciate who you are, no one else gonna appreciate you. That's why I said in the quote, man, love yourself first, because it's very important that you appreciate yourself first. Appreciate who you are. Appreciate the person that you became, right? Because when you appreciate who you are and what you have done so far as an entrepreneur, it's going to help you in the long run. It's going to help you alleviate any doubt, self-doubt that you have for yourself, or any doubt that might try to seek yourself in. It's not going to be able to happen because you are at a level with yourself to the point where you appreciate yourself so much that you can't see any self-doubt. You can't see nothing that you can't do, right? So that's something that's very big, man. Appreciate yourself. That I'm gonna say 2 things on that list that's very big is stop comparing yourself to others and appreciating yourself. Those 2 things are very important, because a lot of times, man, we get into, seeing how others is doing. We start comparing ourselves to others. Well, they got this going, I don't have this. And you start playing that comparison game with yourself. So it's going to be easy for self-doubt to seek in, because you're not understanding that they are at another level because they done put in their years as an entrepreneur and you just beginning and what have you. And like I said, appreciate yourself. So those are 2 things on that list that's very important to definitely understand. Appreciate yourself and don't compare yourself to others. Stop comparing yourself to others and don't do that. So thank y'all guys, man, for tapping in with me, man, on another Invest Brand Pod Show for today. Hopefully everybody, man, y'all enjoy y'all weekend and what have you, man. Invest Brand, we here every Monday, every Monday, man, dropping this good game on y'all, man. Invest Brand Pod Show, man.